Hey guys, my name is Kai Simmons. We're here today to go over a little bit of the technology on some of our integrated machinery. Today we have a 336 excavator. Alright guys, before we get started, we definitely want to go over all of our safety things. So definitely make sure your seatbelt is buckled, the parking brake is engaged until you're ready to operate, and anything with the controls that, you're fast, you're slow, what gauge you want to go at, make sure those are all calibrated before we get started so you don't have to take your attention away from the job at hand. So on the screen here we have the e-fence controls, and you can scroll through. We start with the regular gauges, but if you scroll through you can see our e-fence. Anything that is on the screen, if you press the hamburger button, you can see that we are going to go into the settings for that. We can click on the e-fence, and what we're going to do today to demo it is we can do a cab avoidance, and that is going to make sure that that bucket does not come through this cab today. So we're going to turn that on, and we're going to click the home button again, and it takes us back out. So now you can see that the cab is highlighted, and that means I cannot bring this in, and we're going to demonstrate that right now. You can see, you can kind of hear that it's beeping at me, letting me know that it's too close, and now we have to bring it back. So it stops us from bringing it too close to us. We could technically put the teeth of that bucket through this cab, and we don't want to do that. If we go back into the settings, you can see that we can do something like a ceiling, a fence floor, or a fence on the wall. So we could, if we had a wall, we could put it in front of us. We could, X amount of length off of that wall before we hit it, as well as the ceiling. So anything above us, if we're under something, we could take it off. And we also do anything from the swing arm left to the swing arm right. Anything outside of that we would not be able to touch. So all of that is just safety, so that way we cannot, the software and the machine itself will tell us that we cannot go over there, we cannot do any damage, and no one gets hurt. Thank you for joining us, guys. This was another episode of How To with Blanchard Machinery. If you have any questions, if you want to go through more personal, in-depth demos of any of this software you saw today, please reach out to me, Kai Simmons, and my email will be productlink@blanchardmachinery.com. Thanks, guys.